Ever eaten something so strange that it took you a moment to process what just happened? Welcome, culinary adventurers, to the world of weird foods. A realm where the ordinary becomes extraordinary and the extraordinary, well, that becomes lunch. Across the globe, food isn't just about nourishment. It's a reflection of culture, tradition, and sometimes a daring spirit. From the bustling food markets of Asia to the rustic kitchens of Europe, from the vibrant street food scenes of Africa to the sizzling barbecues of the Americas, food takes on forms that are as diverse as the landscapes they hail from. We're talking about dishes that push boundaries and challenge conventions. Foods that may seem odd to some, but are delicacies to others. Foods that provoke a sense of curiosity, and yes, sometimes even a little fear. So buckle up your taste buds, because we're about to embark on a culinary journey into the world of the weird and the wonderful. Ever thought about how a juicy hamburger could be as strange as consuming fried tarantulas to someone else? Let's take a moment to ponder this. We all have our own set of culinary norms, shaped by our culture, upbringing, and personal preferences. And what could be a standard fare for some might just be an exotic adventure for others. Imagine this. You're sitting in a bustling market in Cambodia, and there it is, a vendor selling a crunchy delicacy, fried tarantulas. To a Western palate, the idea might seem outrageous, but here, it's just another street food. On the other hand, imagine explaining the concept of a hamburger, a ground beef patty sandwiched between two pieces of bread, to someone who's never seen or tasted one. It might sound rather odd, wouldn't it? Let's consider another example. Durian, often labeled as the king of fruits in Southeast Asia, is loved by locals for its creamy texture and distinctive aroma. But for those unaccustomed to its smell, which is often compared to rotten onions, it's downright weird. Now think about blue cheese. Its moldy appearance and pungent aroma can be off-putting to many, yet it's a beloved staple on cheese boards across Europe and North America. And how about the Japanese delicacy, natto? These fermented soybeans have a strong smell and a slimy texture that can be quite challenging for the uninitiated. However, to someone unfamiliar with the concept of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the idea of combining a nutty paste with sweet fruit spread might seem equally peculiar. The world is a smorgasbord of culinary diversity, each dish a reflection of its cultural roots. What we consider weird or common is merely a matter of perspective. The foods we eat, no matter how strange they might appear to outsiders, are all part of the rich tapestry of global cuisine. So next time you're faced with a dish that seems odd, remember somewhere in the world it's someone's favorite meal. It's all about perspective, isn't it? Brace yourselves, because we're about to dive into the top 10 weirdest foods people consume around the world. First up on the list, we have hakkarl from Iceland. This is fermented shark that's been hung out to dry for several months. With a strong ammonia smell, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's a traditional Icelandic dish that's been enjoyed for centuries. Next, we jet off to Cambodia to meet a crunchy little critter. Fried tarantulas, anyone? This delicacy is a hit among locals and daring tourists alike. The spiders are typically marinated in a mixture of sugar, salt, and MSG before being deep-fried until crispy. Third on our list is a dish from the Philippines called balut. It's a developing bird embryo, usually a duck, that's boiled and eaten from the shell. It's commonly sold as street food and is considered a high-protein snack. Our fourth weird food takes us to Japan with natto. Made from fermented soybeans, natto has a strong smell and sticky texture. Despite its controversial taste, it's a breakfast staple in Japan, known for its health benefits. Finally, we land in Scotland for the fifth food on our list, haggis. This dish is made from sheep's heart, liver, and lungs, mixed with onions, oatmeal, and spices, then boiled in the animal's stomach. Still with us? Good, because the weirdest is yet to come. Are you ready for the final five? Let's see if your stomach can handle it. In at number 5, we have hakkarl from Iceland. This is fermented shark meat that's been hung to dry for several months. The smell alone is enough to knock you off your feet. Next, we travel to the Philippines for balut, a fertilized duck egg with a nearly developed embryo inside. It's boiled and eaten in the shell. The third spot is taken by casu marzu from Italy. This is a sheep's milk cheese that contains live insect larvae. Yes, you heard that right, live insects. Moving on to the second weirdest food, we find ourselves in Cambodia with a crunchy snack called fried spiders. And finally, the weirdest food is century eggs from China. These are eggs preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for several weeks to several months. And there you have it, folks, the weirdest foods from around the globe. Feeling adventurous enough to try any of these dishes? We've journeyed through a fascinating culinary world, from the bizarre to the downright strange. Now it's your turn. Let's get a conversation going. What's the weirdest food you've ever eaten? We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, keep exploring the weird and wonderful world of food.